Hey, Chris.
What's up, man?
Let me fade this out slowly, nicely. Copacetic.
Since the last time we've potted,
Uh
I've, I've lived 1,000 lives.
huh. Okay. All
So
right.
much, so much shit has happened since the last time we potted, and we took 1 week off. Right? It was just 1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we
bro.
didn't even take. We just didn't get to do it on Thursday, so we had to do it today.
Thursday. Nah, cause the
Oh, you talking
wedding.
about because we didn't do last week? Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, we took a week off. Um, Go ahead and introduce the podcast before I start
First off, I want
venting.
to check: are you on your microphone and not the? Okay.
Can you hear me? Like,
Yeah,
how
I
do
can
I?
hear that. I hear it.
Okay.
I hear it. Don't worry about it. You good? Okay. So that we got that out of the way. But yeah, welcome. Um, Sorry for the delay. I saw people popping in and out while
That's never fun.
I had a little music going while we were waiting for Chris to get all set up. But yeah, this is episode 288 live, you know what I'm saying? This will help me because I don't have to do no editing after this. So shouts to Chris. But yeah, we out here. Funny enough, my wife and son are both right there watching a movie while I'm doing this. So it's a family
We gonna
affair
keep
tonight.
we gonna keep this short and sweet.
Nah, we
Hopefully,
good. But
I don't get off into any rants.
I mean,
Only reason why I said that is because I'm still unsettled from my day.
your day. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you want to get into
because
that?
we can welcome everybody to. My niece is in town for spring break, so as soon as I got off work, I went straight to my brother's house to go eat dinner with them because she's leaving Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
And then we had to drop Julius off at his house. Came home. My mom got an iPhone for some random reason, so I had to set that up. Then I had to feed Winter. So I haven't even. I'm still in my work clothes. I took my work shirt off because I didn't know if I should have Goodwill paraphernalia in the on the stream.
Okay.
But I'm literally still in my work clothes. Like my socks are sticky, bro. They crusty. I've been in these bitches all day since since 10:30 this morning, nigga.
Oh, sorry.
So
Sorry to hear
I've
that.
been going. It's okay because the show must go on.
Yeah.
But my niece is here, from college, and her and her boyfriend are going to go see Tyler tomorrow. He's going to be Tyler the
Oh,
Creator, not
he's here?
just a random. Yes. They're
Okay.
going tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's at the American Airlines.
Yeah, okay.
So they came up to my job before we closed, and this is the most player shit I ever did in my life, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me break it down. So they
All
come
right.
into the store, and she was like, "Oh, I'm looking for some boots. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that." And my boyfriend, I don't know if you want me to say his name. He's looking for like a cool jacket. We really want to go raid your closet because I told him you got a lot of cool jackets. I am the
Okay.
cool jacket guy. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "You looking for a jacket, bro?" He was like, "Yeah, man." So I went to the back, employees only, right? I grabbed my jacket, Dalton. It's a varsity um Hard Rock Cafe vintage jacket
Okay.
it's a Hollywood one.
Okay.
So it's from the Hollywood Hard Rock Cafe. I walk out. I say, "Yo, try this on, man." He's like, "Oh yeah, man." They face lit up, all that shit. He's like, "Oh, I like this." I was like, "That's my personal jacket, man. That's yours, man. That's yours." he was like, "Oh, thanks, man." I was like, "Yeah, man, don't mention it." You feel me? So, and this is my niece's first time going to a concert, and she's on the floor. She usually has seats.
Okay.
So from my Gunna experience, I gave her. I was like, "Y'all really." because they didn't tell me all this at work. We
Yeah.
eating dinner and shit. I was like, oh, y'all worried about jackets and shit. Y'all need to be worried about protecting y'all space. Y'all might not even need those jackets. Y'all won't need those jackets when
Yeah,
y'all.
you'll take them off very shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, y'all need to keep that in mind when y'all out there, like,
Yeah.
blah, blah. But it was nice, fun little dinner. Throw it back, a week later? I meant before, rather. Dalton and myself were invited to one of our good friend John Doe's wedding. Dalton couldn't make it. Obviously, he got 13 kids over there. 13 and 2 kid. Like, it's 13, but it's only 2.
Two of them.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like it's 13. So
Well,
Dalton couldn't make it.
to fully explain it,
Yeah, go ahead.
it Thursdays are probably the worst day for me because um my wife stays later, and then I pick up both of my kids, and then I work as well. So I had to pick up my kids. I could pick them up between 5 and 5:30. Um, and there's just no way I could have made it in time because waiting for get my kids fed when I get home, waiting for my wife to come home, and then have to drive. It was just like almost impossible.
Yeah.
So and then finding someone to watch your kids on a Thursday is really hard too. So just all around no bueno. It looked beautiful though. I'm really happy for them.
It was
Obviously
a beautiful.
another group has made it to the married. Uh, so it's just nice to see. I've seen all the pictures from Chris, from Brandon. Um, yeah. So I definitely want to hear more about your experience because you were there. So
Beautiful wedding, bro. I don't even want to. I've never like been to a wedding where the speeches that were given painted a very vivid story. Like
yeah,
her, his wife, Dom, her family spoke mostly
hmm
when it was time for people to speak, and just the story that was painted about their relationship, I was like taken back. I was like, wow, this is like beautiful. Like it was dope, bro. Like had you and Shelby would have went to the wedding, you would have sat at the table with me, Brandon, Tev,
yeah,
and Blake Chris. So
yeah.
our table was the littest table next to the bride and groom's
That
table.
would have been that would
Our
have been the
table would have
table.
been a lit.
Yeah,
But honestly, our table, we pretty much all kind of stayed to ourselves. Obviously, Brandon was with his wife. Tev was with his wife. Blake was with his girl. I was with my partner, friend, person. So we
you
all
said
kind
plus
of
one.
my plus. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I was with my plus one. So it was all
Carpe diem.
no carp. How you say it? Compartmentalized.
Oh,
That's what I'm trying to say.
compartmentalized. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
But we all, we still, you know, the highlight of
Copacetic.
the wedding is definitely the dancing. There was like 15 line dances back to back to back to back to back.
Yep. Yep.
Um, but just beautiful, overall beautiful. Met a few people that I'd never met before. Spoke to a few people. Um, uh, yeah, it was just a beautiful experience. The actual wedding portion was dope. They jumped the broom, which I feel is like
Nice.
I haven't been to a wedding. Honestly, the last 3 weddings I've been to, 2 of them have been white men, you and Justin, like marrying black women. Just saying, I don't know if y'all jump the broom. Like, I don't know if y'all adopt that
You went to
into
Steph's
y'all's
wedding too.
3 white men. Damn. I did go to 3. Damn. Hey, what's up, bruh? What y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to like, you feel me? Y'all trying to make that National Geographic article true by like 3025. The world's gonna look like that girl on the cover. That's what y'all
oh yeah.
pretty much. All y'all niggas got curly head babies and shit. You, Justin, Steph, that's crazy, bro. But that actually furthers my point that y'all do not jump the broom.
No,
Like
it's
y'all
definitely
more,
not a white thing.
but y'all marrying black people, so it's like
I mean, they didn't bring that up either. They didn't want to do that. So,
that may be true. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody.
like,
Shelby
her
didn't bring it up to
family
you.
and her both didn't bring it up. I've worked at weddings where they did it,
Yeah,
for sure. But
maybe that's just a strictly like nigga thing. So, uh, they jumped the broom, and that was
yeah,
beautiful to see. Um, the new age shit they've been doing lately is the combining of the sand.
I Shelby's mother did that for hers. I remember. Yeah, so they did that. Yeah,
I think that's a beautiful sentiment, like
yeah.
because of the symbolicnism to it, right? Like you can't pull apart this grain of sand. You feel me? But niggas should start jumping the broom again. I'm gonna just say that. Okay. Let me just say that
Did
because
that get you lit when you saw it? You're like, yeah, jump the roof.
bro, because I didn't know, like as a child, like I don't know, I might have mentioned this before, but my aunt had the broom that she jumped over hanging on her wall in her apartments off Park Road.
Oh,
And I
nice.
just
Okay.
and so when the more I noticed it as a kid, I asked like, why do you have this broom? Because my first thought was like, you can't sweep nothing with this. Like, why do you have this
What are you
fucking
doing with
broom?
this? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and once she explained, she didn't go into detail about
Hmm.
like what they had to do
But it
in
means
slavery
something.
days too.
Yeah,
Yeah. But she was like, we jumped the broom. This is the broom that we jumped over in the way. And I was like, oh, that's dope.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like seeing it more or not seeing it, I really hadn't seen that in a very long time. So
Hmm.
it was just beautiful to see. And shout out to Mo. Mo Films was there. He showed me his new truck with the what he say? You know, he got that thick ass California accent. He's
Yeah.
like, it got the
The
but
red
it was
guts,
red.
right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like got the red guts. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he said it and shit
Yeah.
like that. He was very proud of that truck. I was proud
Hey,
of it for
yeah.
him because he was
He
so
made you hype.
proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, but him and his wife were working the room, taking pictures, recording shit. It was just dope. Like all the people that we met through Brandon across like our journey and making music and shit, they were
Hmm.
there. Everybody asked about you and shit, and I was like, oh man, they ain't got kids, bro. So, oh, Miles would have been at our table too. I
Oh
forgot to
wow,
mention that.
no, that would have been
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been too
a
much.
wrap and a
Yeah,
half.
yeah. But the wedding was beautiful, man. So again, congratulations to them. Shout out to them. Beautiful service. Wedding chicken breast always dry.
Always dry. Hard to
So we
make
gonna
that
have to.
much and like
Yeah,
keep it that
yeah.
fresh, man.
That chicken was dry, but
That's
it
why I
was the
always
first.
pick beef at weddings.
Yeah, they had chicken or fish, or like a fillet type shit, and obviously I couldn't do that, so I
Yeah,
went with.
definitely
I
not.
think it was salmon. I don't remember what kind of fish it was,
Oh,
but it was
if it
definitely
was
fish.
salmon, that probably was dry too, though. So
Probably, I think Joe ended up getting fish, but
sounds right.
me and my plus one we got chicken. So when I get married,
You jump in the
we
room.
gonna like we jump in the broom for sure,
Okay.
but we also probably gonna cater like Popeyes or some
Yeah.
shit. Like
Yeah, for sure.
we not doing no dry chicken. We not doing that.
Yeah.
Um, there's so much to catch up on. The wedding happened, so that was
Last
fire
Thursday.
again. Yeah, last Thursday. We get to this week. Well, we lost. Let's go ahead and get this out. We lost a beautiful soul, Angie Stone, man. Um, a- in a car accident,
Mm.
and that which was crazy. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 65. Someone to say 63, but I believe she was 65.
Mm.
And Angie Stone, pioneer of this neo soul, eccentric. Angie Stone and D'Angelo were together. They have a son. There was some controversy there, but I believe D'Angelo knew what the fuck he was doing. I don't think he thought anything was wrong with being nurtured by a woman, loved by a woman who might have been a little older than him. Um, but the service was just this week, and
Mhm.
Tyler Perry had spoke, and while he was speaking, he was like, "I'm," he alluded to him being angry because of the way the industry did Angie Stone and all the money that she never received from all of the work that
That's
she's
done.
done over the course of her career.
Right.
And I'm not gonna sit here and try to fake the funk and act like I was the biggest Angie Stone fan, but she did have a hit record. Uh I wish I didn't miss you anymore. They flipped she flipped the OJ's record. Dum, 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 boom, boom, boom. I can't think of the I can't think of the record right now. But yeah, I mean, as far as what her imprint on the game, who she's influenced, who she's touched, she will be missed. So yeah, we wanted to definitely make sure she got her flowers on the pod today. But that week bled into this week, and it was a very big week.
Yep.
Very big week. I don't know if you want to start with Mickey 17 or the
Yeah. I
greatest
mean,
artist of this generation.
get the fuck out of here. First off, just stop. Don't.
Which one do you want to?
Okay, we could definitely start with the movie.
Okay.
All right, so me and Chris went together to go see Mickey 17.
Directed by
Boom. Let me get it. I'm gonna say it right. Hold on. I'm gonna say
right.
it.
We
Boom
paying all
Jong.
respect.
Yeah.
All respect due.
Yeah. Bong Joon Ho. Yeah.
Bong
Bong
Joon-ho.
Joon Ho's new movie. Famously directed Parasite, winner of the Best Picture at Academy Awards a couple years ago. Phenomenal movie. Has made a lot of movies before and after that, but that was the one that got him on the big board.
Yeah.
So Hollywood threw him a check to make Warner Brothers gave him a check to make a movie, and the movie turned out to be Mickey 17. Now, financials aren't everything, but I just have to say the movie's not doing well financially.
Mm.
It's doing well critically; everybody loves it, but financially, it wasn't really marketed a heavy
No.
amount,
It
and
wasn't.
also like it's kind of you don't know what it is really
Mhm.
like when you're when you're watching a trailer or like any kind of promo for it. It's also kind of hard to describe without kind of breaking it down.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
so I think all that kind of ties into it. But yeah, we saw it, and we saw it together.
Mhm.
So we had the same amount of time to kind of sit on it and think about it because this movie is kind of one of those ones, kind of like Parasite, where if you go to see it, like leaving afterward, you kind of be like, I need to ponder on some of these things for a little bit. Like, I mean, we had thoughts right after it, but after like sitting on a couple days afterward, you're like, yeah, I was right, or nah. But so do you want us to go ahead and see how you feel about it, or do you want to get into like kind of what the movie is?
I just wanted to say you were absolutely right about like trying to tell someone what the movie's about. You end
Yeah,
up explaining the film. Because I went to dinner last night with some friends, and
yeah,
I told them like, "Yo, me and Dalton went to go see that movie," and everybody was like, "What was it about?" And I was like, "Well, it starts like this, and
yeah.
then you
See,
kind of
it's
do this." And I was like, "Fuck!" I'm explaining the whole movie. I
giving the
literally
game
said that,
away.
like, yeah, I
Yeah,
was like, "Damn!" Like, and I did not want to do that, like, because I wanted them to experience it
yeah.
without me like spoiling it.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to kind of because there is a like a story to it. Like
Absolutely, yeah.
I ended my soliloquy, if you will, because I go on these long-winded rants. I was like, basically, you can't go to a new territory and claim it as your own when someone's already there. I told them that was kind of like the biggest message to
Yeah,
the
it's like
film.
colonization.
Yeah,
Uh, it's very pointed toward a certain person we all know that ends with Trump.
Yes. Yes.
It's very
Yeah.
not like very 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 hand in fist about him. No, not even hiding it.
So let's start by breaking down the performances, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I mean
Let me put
the
ask
big
because I
name in
want to
the
know the
movie is
background
Robert
now.
Pattinson. He plays Mickey. Um, there's Mark Ruffalo who
Mm-hmm.
plays the Donald Trump character.
Steven Yen,
Stevie Young, Invincible, Walking Dead.
Naomi Aki,
Yeah, so
which was
Naomi, she
Mickey's girl.
plays Nasha,
Yeah.
his baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a those are like the main ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then everybody else I think is kind of
Dorothy, the doctor lady who gave him the communication box
I'd never
thing.
seen her before.
I've never seen her before either, but she was very pivotal.
Yeah.
And the wife
She
of Mark
hilarious.
Ruffalo's
I've seen her
character,
several times. What is her name?
Tony Collette,
Tony Collette. Okay,
Collette.
yeah.
Yeah.
She always plays the same kind of person, but she was super funny in this movie. Like she was Mark Ruffalo's wife in this
Mm-hmm.
movie.
Which Mark Ruffalo's character's name was Kenneth. Yeah, never mind.
Just call
Kenneth.
him Donald Trump.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, those are the main ones, and then so I mean, Robert Pattinson's in it a lot. I mean, so the premise, just to not even spoil this, but basically, they're going off world. They're making a trip to another planet, and to get on the ship, Mickey signs up as an expendable, which means that he does all the jobs that no one else can do, because he can. They basically have a machine that if you die, you could get just printed back out with your same memories and everything. So basically, they're using him for like genetic testing. Like if there's a poison gas, they'll use it on him so they can get a cure for everybody else. Or hey, go out to the asteroid field and do this, turn the switch on because anybody else will do this will die, and if you die, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So basically, he gets the job. He has to pick that job to get on the ship. So that's what he does, and like everybody basically treats him like shit. But in light of that, you have a bunch of different versions of Robert Pattinson during the movie, and he's like a very meek person, like a very very meek person. But he's like hamming it up times 10 though. Like he's just, I could tell like Robert was like just having a good time being weird again. Like
Mm-hmm.
Robert is in his bag when he's doing something weird. Like we all know
Mm-hmm.
this. And I think he was like in his zone, especially when you get to like the main point of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
when there's the mishap that happens and he basically has to play two of himself at the same time. And this effect is like Parent Trap level good. Like they're in the same room, they're touching, they're doing a bunch of stuff, and
Good
you think
reference.
they're really there. So kudos to the Boom Jones for even making that happen, because Robert was killing this movie, like straight up.
Mhm.
Like I know we had our little white people list a couple weeks ago, but like he really was like bagging this movie up.
I just want to say
Mm-hmm.
every white person Chris, Big Dog, gave him credence to has been flourishing. I just want to say that.
Robert made it pretty far though. He lost.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You
I think
feel
he
me?
lost to Leo though, bro. So.
I'm like the white whisperer.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know
Nice.
what I'm saying? So
For good or ill.
pretty much.
But
There's only one situation
yeah.
on
So I mean, yeah, he killed it. I mean, Mark Ruffalo just really being a piece of shit was very, very, very interesting.
obtuse though.
Yeah, very like just in the face he had to make the whole time because he made
The
it the
teeth.
whole. Yeah.
you see him licking his teeth a lot throughout the
Yeah.
movie, and when and I just know that's something they were like, keep that in,
Yeah,
because that
just
I don't
keep
think
doing
that
it.
was on purpose.
Yeah.
Because those teeth were really big and
And
white, square and shit.
Tony
It was
Collette, the wife, there's like a running gag in the movie where every time she talks, she's asking about sauce. Like she's just like, that's all she cares. I know it sounds weird, but if you see the movie, it's like funny because like anything could be happening, and she'll be like, "Do you want
try
to
my
try the
sauce.
sauce? Like, do you want to
Yeah.
try the sauce? What about the sauce? Can you make that into a sauce?"
I
Um,
I mean, to me, I like I liked everyone's performance.
mhm.
Um, Spoiler alert: you don't get to see like Mickey 1 through 16, I guess. Well, like
Yeah,
Mickey 1 is the original, which he's in the film. But see, I don't even think we talked about that part of it.
right.
The Mickey that we watching the film like through, he's Mickey Prime. So like they say Mickey 17, but he's really the right, or am I tripping?
No, he's
Is
the
he's the
17th.
17th?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the seventh. The main we can spend the most time with is Mickey 17.
But he ultimately ends up becoming Mickey
Yeah,
Prime though.
because even in the narration, uh, he's like, I died 6 times and blah blah blah. Like and it doesn't show every single one, but you do see like a lot of the deaths that happened up
Yeah.
until the 17th.
I think that is a I think that's dope, like kind of reimagining of reincarnation. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's like exploitation and capitalism involved
Yep.
in the reincarnation, but
But
um
and they even bring that up. So okay. So I just want to before we get into like okay, so we're going to spoil this movie because there's no way to talk about it without doing
yeah,
so.
without
But I
talk,
want to
yeah,
warn you
yeah, yeah.
beforehand. But you should go see this movie for sure. It's a well directed movie. It looks fucking phenomenal.
Mm,
Performances are great. It's a very interesting concept. I don't think you're going to get another movie like this anywhere else right now. Um,
yeah, no time soon for sure.
so I would definitely go see it. If you can't, just go out and see it. If once it hits streaming, just watch it, please. I think definitely deserve to watch for sure. With that being said, we're gonna blow this bitch wide open and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so so like I'm gonna expand on it earlier. So the general thing is there basically Earth is going it, and this isn't set too far in the future. It's set in the 2050s, so like it's
Mhm.
like 30 years from now, quote unquote. Um, but basically, this the Donald Trump character is basically saying he's gonna do a trip to a different planet to colonize it for Earth. Basically, he's like,
Mm.
I will be the main man expedition or whatever. So all these people sign up to leave because they don't like their lives on Earth. Obviously,
Mhm.
that's why Mickey has to pick the expendable job just to get on the ship. So the trip takes 4.5 years to get to that planet. So you see the view from his eyes from that, and the main thing that happens to him there is we see some deaths, and then he meets Nasha pretty early on, and they are like an item pretty quickly, and they're very horny as we find out because all you can really do while flying in space is either work and then have sex, I guess, because you're just in a spaceship.
Yeah, and eat.
Yeah, but they're eating like slop, right? And then
Yeah.
they're like making them count their calories because the food is not infinite, right? Because they're floating through space.
Mhm.
Um, so and then Steve Yoon is supposed to be his friend, but he's also a piece of shit. Like he really is a piece of shit. They were friends on Earth, um, up to now. And he's basically done nothing but get Mickey in trouble pretty much the whole time. And because of how meek Mickey is, he keeps falling into that. He keeps falling into it. Um, Now the main point of this movie is there's a part where they get to the planet. They send Mickey out to scout to like find anything. They find some aliens, and some cave collapses. One girl dies, and they leave basically Mickey for dead because he falls into like a crack or whatever. And then his friend finds him down there, but he says, "Hey, you're gonna pretty much die anyway, so I'm just gonna bounce. I'll see you when you get reprinted." So everybody thinks they leave him for dead, so they go ahead and reprint a Mickey out while he's still there. So he makes it back alive, to the ship, and when he gets back to his room, he lays next to himself, and he's like, "Oh my god!" So and then there's a whole thing about, and that's what that's called. It's called being a double, right? And that's supposed to be like the worst thing that can happen for expendable person is a double, because technically they're both supposed to get erased with their like memory box, because when they get reprinted, they basically upload the memories into the body through this little box. When there's a double,
And the reason why they said the doubles should get erased.
Yeah, I was gonna get at that. Yeah.
Okay, big. Okay.
Yeah. So, but they get fully erased by they die, and they also erase their memories, and no reprinting is done. So they're like truly dead, with that. So this is where they bring up like the moral stuff and like the political part of it, because they do show like, and this is a book as well. It's called Mickey 7. The book is called, right? So that it has some of these things in there as well, but basically they're like, there is what is to say someone could use this to, make themselves rich or make a whole like colony with themselves, so on and so forth. And they had like
Commit
actual
murder.
hearings on this. And what you come to find out is they decide on the doubles being illegal because one of the people who made the machine to reprint people out was he made 3 versions of himself so he can murder people. So basically, he was murdering homeless people, and every time they tried to would check him out, he would have an alibi because one of his doubles would be somewhere else. And then they finally get caught. And then they all 3 get terminated basically. So with that, that's when the whole double thing got outlawed. Like, you can't double yourself. And then they only allowed the expendable machine on expeditions. So it's only really been used on this expedition they're on, because they're like, hey, the Mark Ruffalo character was like, hey, we could use it on my ship, and then we won't use it once we're colonized or anything else. We'll only use it on the way there, basically, and for this specific purpose. So they allowed it to happen. So it's not like everybody's out here getting doubled.
He's doing it in the name of his religion too.
Yeah. So basically, the Mark Ruffalo character, funny enough, they were like, I know Donald Trump won, but in this universe, he lost like all his elections, so he's like trying to go to space to like kind of boost his name. But he also is part of a cult. It's like they don't ever say what it is. It's just like they have like pins and like they say certain things about, and they keep calling it the church or whatever. But they're definitely part of a cult. And then the same thing, they have like the red hats, and he has a bunch of followers that are also on the ship. But yeah, so the big thing about this part is like really about Mickey 17 and Mickey 18 like interacting, because apparently, because Mickey 17 didn't actually die, Mickey 18's personality is like wildly different. So he's like way more assertive and like aggressive and like confident, versus like his 17's like very meek and mild. And we're talking about like the first thing my man does is just gets busy with Nasha, bro. Like, that's the first thing he does. And 17 is trying to get back to stop that. And this girl is so crazy. She was like, I love it. We're about to have a threesome with yourself. Yeah, your bottle is a green bottle, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's why. Yeah.
that's fire.
But she
I'll
tries to
go
have a
back and look.
threesome with both of the boys.
Which, hey,
Yeah.
look, I'm glad that we didn't have to watch them have sex because we talked about that with Gladiator.
Yeah.
As far as like how uncomfortable sex scenes are.
Yeah.
Um, but
Not
yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
he used it to more of a comedic effect because like
Yeah,
17 is like, what are we doing right now?
yeah, yeah,
and then Nasha and 18 are like high. So he's like, relax, bro. Just lay down. And then it's more of like a gag
yeah.
a moment. But very, very, very fun time at the very least. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm not gonna really get into like the ending or anything, but like that's basically the interaction between 17 and 18 is important, and then they don't show in the trailers anything about the aliens, but the aliens are very integral to the story because they're the native um, beings of that planet. And there's a line later where Mark Ruffalo's like, "We must exterminate the aliens," and Nash is like, "We are the aliens, you fucking idiot! This is their planet. Like we
Yeah,
came here." Like
yeah,
so, there's that whole thing about like colonization and like bro, we are the aliens here. Like this is not. So it's all
right
that kind of
leg.
stuff
Yeah,
about capitalism and like people in power trying to just do stuff because they can. Um, and also like worker class, like Mickey's supposed to be like worker class people because people treat him like shit because of like he's an expendable.
yeah, like
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so it's all
I,
that's
I
rolled
would
into it.
imagine like it's hard to build. I mean, I guess since his personality and thoughts and memories all come back every time he's reprinted, but like, yeah, his chick being there for him was like a really she is
His tether,
like a
right?
yeah like a main character like
Yeah,
yeah she like yeah she keeps him
yeah. That I mean
not
that part.
but him or whoever wrote the book or like whatever the source material is,
Uh,
the fact that they wrote that into the character that he is able to retain his past lives is very important because can you imagine the first of all, let me throw it back. Having a threesome with yourself is crazy. Like
yeah,
that has to be a bizarre fucking feeling.
yeah,
So and Robert like executed that because he was like, what the fuck is
yeah,
going on,
yeah.
bruh? But like uh back to the that what I was saying, like being able to remember your past lives, I really don't know how that would affect you, right? Because the only other time I've seen that is probably like Avatar, like where you're able to know
Oh, speak to
your
your
past
past
lives are
lives.
able, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, because if you believe in reincarnation, they say you're not going to come back as like what you were before. And niggas always be like, oh, I'm gonna come back as a cockroach or a beetle or whatever the fuck. So like, we don't know. I guess since I don't know today that I was a cockroach before, that I do not retain that I've been here before.
Right.
Like that don't exist in me.
Right.
So I imagine that his experience would have to be different.
Well, buddy,
Why is he up? Oh, he
it's a
ain't got
whole
school
thing.
tomorrow, huh?
It's a
It's
whole
spring
thing.
break.
No, he does have a school tomorrow,
Oh,
but
you know, yeah, yeah, it's in bad, boy. It's spring break. You gotta go to school tomorrow. Then he's running around here. Nigga, back in my day, spring break has never been a point of reference for me. Like spring break meant nothing to me.
oh
I
really?
wasn't trying to go to the beach. I wasn't
Oh
trying
no,
to
yeah,
go get laid or nothing for spring break. It was like, oh, we out of school for
a
a
week.
few days. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, I
Um.
do urge people to go see the movie though.
Yeah, for sure. Um. And just on the point of Nasha again, like that part really did like hit home. Like my wife, because there's a part where he was like, no matter what, like she was always there.
Yeah.
And there was a scene you see part of it earlier, but they show the full scene when he talks about that, where he's in a poison gas chamber watching him get gassed, and she's like watching it happen, and she literally goes in there, makes them give her a suit, and she sits in the chamber with him with the like a suit on, and like he dies in her arms in one of the deaths. And I was like, that's such a like a poetic, like beautiful moment, because even though she knew he would come back, she still went in there and treated it like it was a final death, because she literally held him, she cried and everything, even though like she knew she would see him in like 10 minutes after that.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
it's just like definitely like made me think about my wife.
Yeah, it made me think about how I don't have that.
There you go.
No, but yeah, I like her. I liked her character a lot. I like that she became like a leader
Yeah.
of that particular regime. I like that Mickey supported her in that.
Raiden, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Nigga on daddy duty and Biden. That's why I said it need to be short, because the nigga the Raiden ain't even sleep. I told Dalton he needs to let me take Raiden to Jackson so he can get all that out of him and come
Just
back.
stop.
He'll be a perfect
stop.
little boy. I'm telling you right now. He go see some things down there that he don't even know how to say yet.
Raiden, come over here. Come here. I can't hear you. Come over here. Say hi to Uncle Chris. No, come here.
Look,
Come here. No, you got to come over here. He can't see you. Come over here.
while we're on the subject of
Special guest for my son.
yeah, let's see him.
Let's say hi to the camera, Bubba.
Hey,
You gonna say hi?
hey, Raiden.
No, say hi. To
What's
Mike.
up?
Hey.
There you go.
Hey.
Say hi.
He sees you, baby.
You-
Say hi in the microphone.
Okay.
yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
He hears
Hey.
you. I hear you.
Hey.
Okay. Did you get out of your system?
Yeah.
You saw Chris? Uncle Chris?
Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hey.
It's my son, everybody. It's my near 3-year-old right here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Corbin Blue right there, man.
I love them.
What? Don't come over here and start pressing buttons now.
I'm hungry
All right,
again.
me and
too.
Chris are gonna finish this up, okay, buddy? You need to go to bed soon. Yeah.
I have to go bed soon.
Yeah. Right now, yeah. You got up and we let you stay out here for a little bit, okay?
No.
All right, baby. Good night, baby. I love you. Oh. Oh my god. And there we go. That's the duality of a toddler in one phrase. Raiden. Oh my god. Here, I'm gonna mute myself, Chris.
All right.
Talk about the next topic.
All right, man. So look, I don't know where y'all been. I don't know if y'all have witnessed, seen. Amazon has produced a phenomenal show called Invincible, man. Season 3 just ended the other day, man. I text Dalton mid episode. I didn't even give him no context. I said, nigga, this the greatest shit I ever seen in my life, bruh. And he knew what the fuck I was talking about, bruh. Dalton ain't watched none of season 3 yet.
What?
Not one
Invincible?
piece. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, he even knew what the fuck I was talking about. All I said was like, I text you with no context.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Yeah,
the greatest
yeah,
shit I've
yeah.
ever seen. Bruh, like,
Yeah.
I get on Twitter because I watch Invincible, like that pops up a lot on my feed. Like
Yeah, it
people
does,
are
yeah.
talking about it.
Uh-huh.
They're and a lot of people have been critiquing the animation because it took a step back from like maybe what season 1 was or whatever. And the whole time I'm like, fuck the animation, bruh. We done seen worse, nigga. We done seen Hannah.
But
What's the nigga name? Hannah Barbera.
yeah. So first
The
off,
nigga that,
I mean the animation, to be fair, has never been great. Like never been like phenomenal. It's never
for
been.
Invincible.
Yeah, never been.
Okay, yeah.
It's been very like they do it so the static scenes and the talking scenes are just like there, and they
Mhm.
save all their animation stylized and everything for fights, right? So so the backgrounds are never like that amazing. Like the stuff that happens around it never amazing. They save all that for when someone's gonna get their head caved in, right? Like that's
Yeah.
so, and also like so, and then if the story's good enough, right, or like the characters are interesting enough, the animation doesn't have to be fucking like like I'm talking about like what's a great benchmark, like a Avatar had great animation, right?
Yeah, we can't
Like
really
One
get.
Piece, current One Piece is fucking out of this world, incredible animated wise.
Yeah. I would say like maybe the Saiyan saga.
What say
That's a,
Dragon
the
Ball
Saiyan
Z?
saga. Yeah, yeah, but that wasn't over the top like crazy animation. I know for that time, but even
Oh
for that time, I mean, maybe it wasn't like, you see little lines in the sky when they're like
yeah,
fighting really
for
fast and
speed,
shit. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Yeah. But it wasn't like, oh my God, we just know they up there throwing them hoes. Like,
yeah,
they moving so fast, right? But like you hit the nail on the head with like if the story is compelling enough, the animation doesn't have to be over the budget. And I think that's the part that a lot of people they know the story's good. Um, but I guess because anime is where it's at right now, cartoons is where it's at as far
yeah.
as animation goes. They're expecting to see that across the
Yeah.
board,
So
and
here's the thing,
everything doesn't call for that.
and well, also it's not possible with the way that, frankly, American consumers consume things. Right? When season one was over, they were mad about how long season two was taking. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Um. So if these people are taking note, like, okay, they want this stuff like now, right?
Yeah,
They have to work on this stuff like quickly.
yeah.
You're not going to be able to get
The
you can't have both. You can't
yeah.
have a time crunch with being the best animated show plus the best show. You're going to
Mm-hmm.
have to cut corners where you can to make it the best show possible within the time frame you're given, which is
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately what happens a lot with these companies, especially in Amazon, who's run by a fucking lunatic. So like these companies like that are not going to give you time to really put all that in there together, especially when the cast is as good as it is. Like a lot of the money's going to the cast, your voice acting, and then your storyboarding and doing all this to get the story right. And you're like, okay, let's save it for the Invincible War because that's going to be a big moment. Or let's
Yeah.
wait for Conquest for that's a
Mm-hmm.
big moment. We don't care about fucking um, Adam, Eve, and Mark talking about paying rent, sitting down. We don't need that to be fucking animated to the T. You know what I'm saying? I know some shows will do that because they care about that kind of stuff, but this is not the show for that. So,
Let me just say that Robert Kirkman is. I don't know where he's from. I don't know how he was brought up. I don't know if you listen to Smash Mouth or Eminem. But the fact that he did The Walking Dead, turned around and did Invincible,
yeah.
got Steven, who is a phenomenal voice actor. He's a great actor, period. His even in Mickey 17, mannerisms, the voice, like he knows how to work that shit. Pause.
Yeah.
Like he's great. Then you go get what's my man name?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan to
I mean,
play
look at
Conquest.
Omni Man, bro.
Yeah, but the connection
Yeah.
of
Oh,
Jeffrey
from the Invincible Death.
Walking Dead,
Walking Dead.
killing Steven with a fucking wired baseball, a nigga named Negan. Okay. Like, he brought this a nigga named Negan. He brought Negan back.
You want to know what's really crazy about Robert Kirkman?
What?
He was writing Invincible and Walking Dead at the same time in the comics. Like he was writing them concurrently.
Hey, we gotta start having that conversation, bruh.
About what?
That's all I'm saying. This nigga's a golden American writer.
Oh no, he's a great writer. Yeah, those are definitely his two.
I didn't even know that. What you just told me.
Yeah,
that's goated shit. Imagine if
he wrote Marvel Zombies 2 as well.
I got into DC Zombies. I haven't gotten into the Marvel shit, but I got into DC shit. Imagine Hove writing the Black Album and Blueprint. Well, he don't write, but imagine him doing Blueprint 2 and the Black Album at the same time.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking here. We're talking that The Walking Dead is the first show, for real, in my experience, that started like a cult-like thing around it. Everybody was like, Walking Dead's coming on Sunday, AMC. Walking Dead. I know Breaking Bad was hot. It was doing, but I'm talking about cult-like, like everybody's talking about this show. To the same extent.
Yeah, Walking Dead was very. Now it did fizzle off. Yeah, it did fizzle off.
The early shit, yeah, for sure. I will say that for sure.
But I think it fizzled off because TV became like there was like some heavy hitters coming on.
And streaming and all that.
Yeah, because then you're talking about like Game of Thrones came. Yeah, you're talking about
they couldn't hold the torch that long either though.
Well, it lasted to that final season. The final season pissed people off.
I will say they were there the whole time.
But that came out. You mentioned Breaking Bad. That was a big one.
Speaking of which, season 3, episode 8 of Invincible had a ranking of 10.
It was a perfect 10, yeah.
Perfect 10. The only other TV show
to do
that's had a perfect 10 was Breaking Bad. I just want people to fathom what I told Dalton, like, before I saw Twitter comments, before I knew it was gonna rank a 10. I'm laying on my couch. Dalton text me something. I didn't even respond to what he said. I said, nigga, this is the greatest shit I've ever seen.
That's all he said.
That's
all he said.
And it's just because of we're building up to this moment. If you didn't read the comics, you just watched the show. Because Ryan introduced me to this shit. Amazon show. I seen it. That first clip that they dropped of Omni-Man killing his team or whatever, that
League of Justice or whatever.
So everybody was like, what the fuck is this? But like Ryan actually came over and put this shit on the TV and was like, nigga, watch this. And I was like, this is hard. I'm here. And again, to go back to The Walking Dead, for Steven to end up getting his revenge on Jeffrey in this way, and I don't know if you ever seen a nigga get headbutt to death.
Like I said, I've read the comic, so
right. I didn't, but I'm just saying, I didn't know. I know that he beat Conquest, and Conquest went back to Viltrum, and like the leader was like, "You failed me," and he was like, "I underestimated him" or whatever. I didn't know how we got to that point because I know about that part.
Okay.
I didn't know that Mark, both his arms were broke, leg broke, and he just headbutted this nigga to death. I didn't know. Like this shit, and that's the scene I was watching when you text me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Headbutt. So I was like, dog, this is incredible. It's Invincible. It's all the I words, nigga. Um, I'm just happy to be alive right now for that show. Like, I'm excited to see what they do. I like that because they got Aaron Paul to play.
He's an original character. He's not even in the comic.
They got Power. What's that nigga name?
Like
Power something.
Yeah, he's made for the show. Yeah,
Right. So Aaron Paul came and was a voice actor for like another tortured soul. He knows how to play those characters really well. But they also got Mike from Breaking Bad to voice one of the heroes that ends up interacting with him. Mike is the muscle for Gus, the older guy that Walt kills at the towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
Just the fact that he's and when I say he, I mean the author of the comic is taking this shit outside of comic and like bringing all these worlds together of people that we already know and love and know there's a history between these characters. Like, that's fucking fire, bruh. Like, I love this show. Like, to me, as far as American-made animation goes, it's Hey Arnold, it's Rugrats, it's Avatar, it's Invincible. Like, as far as American-made animation goes, like those my 4 goats.
And I can Rugrats in there. Interesting.
You got to put Rugrats in there. You got to. Tommy gave me the idea to be rebellious. I didn't know what rebellious was till I met Tommy.
Yeah, those are your goats, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Avatar,
and Invincible.
American now.
Now,
then we can get into.
I will say, Invincible is creating conversations like Avatar did, though. Like, for sure. Like, just for 100%. this newer era. Because, like, Avatar came out and people were talked about it like it wasn't a cartoon. Like, right? Like, it didn't have that stigma on it. It was like, have you seen Avatar? Yeah. They were just calling it a show, right? Yeah. They were saying, hey, that cartoon's pretty good.
Yeah.
But Avatar is like literally perfect. Like, I don't see any problems with Avatar. There's no flaw.
Even Legend, a lot of Korra gets a lot of shit because of
the character gets flawed, but the show is tight.
Phenomenal.
The show is tight. Like,
and I watch both interchangeably. Like, I'll be watching Last Airbender and I'll start watching Korra right after. Like, I go back to those shows. Those are my comfort shows. I'll watch Avatar and I'll watch Korra.
I'm mad at it at all.
Just to throw some shit on. But yeah, as far as American-made animation goes, I know people they might put like SpongeBob up there for like
you got to put up there for importance though. SpongeBob is important.
SpongeBob is important, which it would be in my top 10, but I didn't really get into SpongeBob like that. Like when it crab pizza.
I mean, it's a missed bag, but like as far as like it's big. That's probably the biggest.
That's the biggest. Yeah. SpongeBob is up there with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Now, Goku is too.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah. So
Godzilla. All that.
Godzilla's up there. Yeah. But yeah, American-made animation, not necessarily like the style of the drawing, but I mean like American-made like cartoons, I guess, like pivotal to my, my taste. But another American-made project came out this week too.
Yeah, sure did. Okay.
Matter of fact, Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta made, sure.
Atlanta made project, man. Carti ain't dropped the album in 5 years, man.
Yeah.
And let me be honest. Let me be frank. I liked a couple of Carti songs originally. from Die Lit and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Die Lit. I didn't really know Cardi Mania was like what it was until a whole lot of Red came out. Okay. So I was like, I understand what's happening here. Like, I get this, right? I get it. I don't think you should judge music or anything harshly if you get it. If you don't get it, then you can hate it. But if you get it, you gotta just don't speak on it if it's something if it's not your taste, because you get it. You know what I mean? Like if I didn't get it, I'd be like, bro, why is everybody like this ain't music, this ain't art, blah blah blah, whatever. But I get it. Like he got away with it, but he didn't get away with it. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't. Okay, but but I'm saying like I understand Playboi Carti's lore. I know why people are attracted to his music and him. Whole lot of Red came out. I was like, I get it. I wasn't like dying to hear the next Cardi project, but a year ago when he started dropping those singles back to back to back, I was like, hold on, this nigga doing something. And a lot of that for me is actually contributed to Cardo Got Wings, man.
Okay.
Cardo, what Cardo's doing with these beats, unheard of, fire. Um, he's definitely in my top like 8 producers all time. Cardo's doing something with these beats that are just incredible to me. And we heard him in Kendrick, we heard him in Drake, we've heard him in Wiz, obviously. Like, but what him and Cardi are doing is fucking special, bruh. Like, it's very hard to duplicate. And he dropped the Evil Jordan, 2024 Music, Backrooms. Those 3 for me were the 3 that I was like, oh no, this nigga different.
Yeah, you played Evil Jordan a lot.
I still play Evil Jordan a lot. like now that I actually got it on like streaming and I ain't got to like pirated it or whatever, pirated, whatever, parrots and pirates. I ain't got to do that no more. Evil Jordan's up there. But you know, he was pump faking for like the whole year, 2024. He was like, okay. Because even in 2024, he was like, 2024 music. So he's like, oh, we finna get the album. And he put it out. Then I saw like a tweet where his influences were for the album. And he had mentioned DJ Toomp and like that old Atlanta sound, that feel. And I was like, oh no, this shit probably gonna be crazy. Cause like he grew up on that. He know what that sound like. He know what that feels like. And there's hints of that throughout the album. I think he got to the point where he just started recording so much music and fell in love with so much music, and he's catering to like eras that he's had. The album ended up being 30 songs, which Dalton has an issue with.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
But as far as the album goes, for me, I'm happy like his diehard fans have something to champion. I'm happy that the music, there is music on there for me that I enjoy, that inspires me. And we got a full length Kendrick verse and some appearance and like 2 other Kendrick appearances. We got some new Future verses. This is the first time we heard Thug. Well, if you listen to Lil Baby, he was on Lil Baby's album as well. But this is the first time we heard Thug for real, because a lot of people didn't listen to the Baby album. And yeah, I'm like the album. I'm not gonna like rate it like 10 out of 10, but it's a good album. It's a good album, and I'm glad he did what he did. And more so like because of the production for me and what he's able to do over the production. Like if the production wasn't as good, I don't think he would be as good. But like you have to be a certain person. Like you can't give that Evil Jordan beat to Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't give that Evil Jordan beat to Hove. You can't even give that to Hove. And Kanye can't do that Evil Jordan beat. That beat is like if the aliens come and that was like, what Playboi Carti song do I need to listen to? I'm going to tell them Evil Jordan.
Okay.
Because what he was able to do on the beat. That's a hard beat to rap to or make anything out of that's actually good. It feels like something. Evil Jordan is like that's probably going to be like my number one song for like 5 years. I don't think in the next 5 years I'm going to hear anything that's that good. I'm just my producer mind. How did you feel about it? Because I know you didn't like the 30 track joint.
First off, no album should have that many songs. It just should not. That's
Okay.
ridiculous.
Okay.
This is not a greatest hits album. Stop it.
Okay.
No.
It might be for him.
No, because your hit for hit ratio is just all over the place with this. And if you're trying to create like if you're trying to create like something, that's just too many songs. I've never seen it successfully done really, like at all. In my eyes, I get
Unless
burned
it's a
out.
double album.
I get burnout from it, and especially when it's like music like this where a lot of the stuff sounds the fucking same. I get like music paralysis because I'm like, bro, what's happening right now? And secondly, I don't know what happened to his voice. I hate it on this shit. I absolutely detest the way he sounds. He sounds like he has 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter in his mouth. He sounds like Yachty on beat. That's what he sounds like now. And I don't know how this happened or why it happened. I know I'm sure people like it. I
love it.
Yeah, see, I mean, I'm sure people do. But
He does.
I do not.
He there's some songs where he tries to do like a Future impersonation.
Yeah.
The deep voice Carti is new. That's something he just started doing.
And look, I listened to all 30 songs because Chris wanted me to. So I listened to this whole thing, okay?
Did you leave liking anything?
There's some joints on there. I'm like, we're not gonna act like that's not happening. Like,
did you like Backdoor? He's like backdoor, and it's like,
no, I didn't like that one. Yeah, I didn't like that
that's just my shit.
Okay, but like, of course, there's stuff on there like you can jam to. Like that's, I mean, with 30 songs, there better be something on there for me, Chris.
Would you put Evil Jordan on your playlist?
No, I don't.
No.
No, Chris. No, Chris, I won't.
Not even just vibe. We just vibing. You not gonna put Evil Jordan on there?
If you were gonna be on the car, sure, I put it on there.
I mean, yeah, but like that, you're not adding that to your playlist.
Not my personal one, no.
Okay, I got you. Okay,
Evil Jordan is so I just can't do it.
I understand.
Look, let me tell you where I was at with this. I called Chris and I said, "Chris, why are you making me do this?" Because I was like, I was feeling dumber by the minute listening to this album, and you can call me an old head, uncle, whatever you want to call me for this take. This is not my type of lane though. Like it really is not. Like I don't know if it ever will be. Like let's just be frank. I knew I was in trouble early. Let me. Okay, because I don't remember these song names, obviously, but look, it's also a bad thing. I didn't even add this to my library to listen to it. I had to search it and listen to it that way.
The album did start kind of tough, tough to listen to. Like it wasn't my bag either. Like the first couple of songs. like shit didn't start getting interesting for me until when
Because
Evil Jordan.
even good credit with Kendrick. Like
Mhm.
I went to that like I was like, Chris, which one was the one with Kendrick? And that's the one I listened to first before I ran the whole thing through. Even that
Mhm.
song, I was like, this is just
More bodies.
look okay. But I knew I was in trouble by song 2. Okay,
Yeah. It starts off rough. It don't get good till Evil
no,
Jordan, bro, for
what?
real.
No, but when I hear Crush, I was like, what are we doing right now? This is a song with only ad libs. What is this? Are you playing it?
I just had to listen to it to figure it out. But yeah.
That it's only ad libs.
Mhm.
He's like, you hear the straight up and the, whew,
Yeah.
and then he's just going,
Yeah.
him and and he's not doing anything. I'm like, why is this on here?
Vibes, man.
Yeah, I clearly, I just,
It's okay, dog.
I don't,
It's okay.
I don't know what I could say about it. Like, I just don't know what I say. I'm obviously not the target audience for this. Clearly, he definitely has a fucking audience because I saw people talk about this shit all fucking day, acting like it was like the second coming of Christ because this album came out. And you know what? I just can't get with it. I have no desire to listen to this album ever again in my life. I don't want to even see the cover or any of this shit ever again.
That's very tough, bro.
I just can't do it. Like this is not no. No. I don't know. First off, the voice. Second, half the time I can't hear what the fuck he's saying. And then 3, when I do hear what he's saying, it's most of the time dumb as shit. So I just can't.
That nigga got some bars, bro. Like on the
She care what I think. I think she a fling. She care what I drink. What are we talking about, Chris?
you heard nigga is like hold on. Cause you finna hold on. With the good credit song, he starts off by saying, like, I got this chick or whatever. She want me to fit her into my schedule. I come back tomorrow. Like I don't like then say like they're just to me, I like raps that I can chuckle at in the moment.
Okay.
And not in like what the fuck is this, but like that's funny. Like that's interesting you
I
had
didn't
that thought.
laugh.
Cause he said that he talking about the same girl. I seen all the because all the like streamers broke that song down in particular because Kendrick is on it.
Yeah.
The good credit record. So Cardi had this whole setup where like a girl was like, "Oh, I want to be with you. I want to be around you." He's like, "Nah," basically saying, "Nah, not a good time." Then he later in the verse he says, "I went to Paris. I was shooting dice, and I ended up seeing the bitch." And I told her I was like busy or whatever. So she caught him not being busy. That was hilarious to me. Like,
All right.
fucking
You
crazy.
got it, man. This is more for you than me. So you just
I understand.
free ball it.
And then I ain't gonna lie, Kendrick was rapping his ass off on this verse. Because he's just a good rapper, but it wasn't anything like spectacular. It wasn't euphoria level
Nah,
raps.
it wasn't nothing like that. No.
To me, I like when he did the Red Blue Diamonds like Usher, dog. I like Rucker, dog. I like all that little shit.
Okay.
I like the little evil laugh he put in there too, because even that was he was able to get on beat right after that. That's hard to do from a tactical standpoint. I was telling my coworker the other day, that Bruce Lee was here, God rest his soul, as a tactician. how many niggas' ass would he have whooped today? Like
Who
from a
knows? Yeah.
tactitional
Yeah. Who
standpoint,
knows?
what he know how to do. That nigga would have got over like 100 bodies, bruh. Just whooping niggas' ass from east to west, nigga. Soon as the sun rise till it's set, we whooping ass, dog. But the album is fun. Um, I don't consider Cardi to be a rapper. I definitely consider him to be an artist.
Okay.
Um, and I understand that his art is not for everybody. I definitely wouldn't want. I'm not trying to force anybody to like anything. I appreciate what he does. I appreciate the fact that the album was streamed over 1 million times day one, and that he dropped it at 3 o'clock in the morning and is still in a 24-hour span streamed 1 million times,
Yeah.
and that he's the if
I
I'm
mean,
not
he's big
mistaken,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's the highest selling today. His album sold more than any album that's came out thus far this year. So I believe he's a star, but it's not Drake, Kanye, Kendrick, Jay-Z, Beyonce, clean, polished star. Like he's a star for a certain demographic of people that don't really get representation that much. Like as far as like big releases like this. So the fact that he's had the biggest release is a win for that audience. The diehards, the niggas that dress like him, the Rick Owens and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. Like I can appreciate that. I liken it to like if you go back to like early 2000s, late 90s, you would never think that a nigga like Hove would appreciate Tribe because of the type of music that they make. But whole time, you know all the words to Benita Applebaum. You know what I mean? Like, and like I like that thing. Like I said this before, I'll say it again, not to bring Kanye up because I know he's a sty for a lot of people, but it really was clear to me when Kanye used to be like, I put I put Freeway on a song with Talib Kweli. Like that kind of birthed my whole purpose of living. That like you can do what you do and be who you are. But and I can do what I do and be who I am, but we have some commonality. Like Dawn is a whole family man with kids and a wife, and I'm a whore. We're best friends. You know what I'm saying? But don't ever try to coerce me or say like you should really settle down, Chris. And I'll ever be like, hey dog, there's some hoes out here. You sure you don't want to? Like we have common ground, and I think that's more important as we get deeper into this thing called life for real. So like that moment with Kanye was like, I got Talib Kweli on a song with whoever. Kind of molding like my thought process, and it just stuck. Like that just something universal for me. Like just across the board, I will grow old with that thought that like I can like Friday and like Sailor Moon. You feel me? Like
Okay.
I don't have to be boxed into
I'm
like
glad
a
this, brought you down this
yeah,
path.
yeah, for sure. For sure.
The album gets a half
And
star
then
for me.
oh wow, half a star is crazy. Cause I just want to go. Let me go and see how many songs. I was gonna order Jack in the Box. I've been dieting. I ordered the Factor 70. What is it? Factor.
75.
I've been dieting since I got the shit. I ain't been eating fried foods. I ain't been, you know what I'm saying? I'm only eating wheat bread, shit like that. I feel like I got a little slimmer. I look a little slimmer to me, maybe.
Okay.
But I definitely was about to order some Jack in the Box. So I have my DoorDash app up. But let me go and see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 16 songs out the album that I like added to my playlist.
Okay, so you're about half.
But I'm halfway, yeah. The songs I didn't add is whatever. But so what would you rank that? Are we ranking it out of 10? Or
If you did a
5?
10, that'd be a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Maybe a 5.5 for that extra song. But
But what about 5? What are we ranking out of 5? What'd you just
Be-
rank it?
a half star.
You said a half star out of what though?
5.
Okay, so we're doing 5. So I got 16 out of 30. So what's
You're
that?
about a 2.5 to a 3.
Yeah, let me lean more towards the 3 because I always sound like I hate it. I like it. This all I've been listening to since it came out. For real.
Half star.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. I'm not here to change your mind.
I would have
is
gave
there
him more stars if he didn't have 30 songs on it.
I can feel that. I feel that.
It's too many. It's too many.
While we're on the subject of music, free J Rock. Okay, until it's backwards. He got in a little bit of trouble the other day. I true. Honestly, I thought about that twice.
Yeah.
Today, not because I'm not the biggest J Rock fan. I like some of his songs, but I'm like, damn. What I thought about it from a sentimental standpoint, like all the money and the success, like he's probably still dealing with a lot of trauma, is what I'm getting at ultimately. Because he was drunk driving with a weapon.
Yeah, gun possession, yeah.
And he tried to like run away from the cops. But I'm just thinking like as disciplined as TDE comes off, like they wouldn't even drop they were finna drop Isaiah Rashad if he didn't clean up his act from like his substance abuse issues. So like to know how disciplined they are and all the success that they have, J Rock especially, it kind of made me feel sad. Not like I pity him, but like he's still dealing with real life shit, is what I got from that. Some instances when you like Justin Timberlake getting pulled over, leaving his neighborhood, and he was drunk, that's not the same as this to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just feel like J Rock, from the music that I've listened to from him and got an understanding of him, he's still dealing with things that he's like self-medicating with. Not not drinking. Not that drinking is like, because I'm drinking because I need to go to sleep. Like that's the only reason why I'm drinking right now. But I'm saying like to have the idea of you being that that popular, that famous, and making these type of mistakes, you really still battling some shit for real. Because on the flip side, Schoolboy Q has had a clean nose for a very long time. He's a girl dad. He's golfing. He just was golfing with Scarface.
Lost a lot of weight.
Lost a lot of weight. Healthy. Skin looked good. Like, and I'm not here to judge. It's just off like what I see. So, free J Rock. Oh, fuck. I don't know where we at on the time, but I would like to end it with this topic, if we can. First of all, rest in peace to Lil Ronnie and his daughter. That was gunned down like a Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon at a car wash in Fort Worth, Texas. This shit had my mom asking me why they do that. to him. And I'm glad that it's making its like rounds
Yeah.
across the, the people are talking about it because it matters, you know. um his daughter just had her birthday the day before, just turned 5 the day before her untimely demise. And from what I've heard, people that I know that know Lil Ronnie like personally, it's like, bro, he wasn't even on that for real, bro. Like he was like get money type nigga. He wasn't a op crash out type nigga. And for him and his daughter to lose their life that way, and all the speculation that came up, like all the bullshit, like was he running away from, like he left his daughter there to die, all that bullshit, bruh. That's what really pissed me off about the whole thing. Like nobody can say what they would do in that situation.
Right.
Nobody. But a stand-up nigga, no race like involved. Dog could be a stand-up nigga. I know his first thought would be protect my children, all costs. That's just a real nigga thing. Like, period. There is no speculation about that. There's no, well, he would, no, there ain't none of that. I don't fuck with nobody who don't care that they can't see their kids. I don't deal with those people. Like, I don't fuck with men that are not family men. Period. So all that talk about him trying to run away, that shit bothered me. I It bothered me. I'm glad they caught the killers. I'm glad they were adamant about catching the killers. I'm glad that an example is being set here in our state, because that shit can't happen. That shit don't need to happen. If you got beef with a nigga, it's two grown men or groups of men going back and forth. This is how you choose to waste your life as a grown man. You got it. But once the kids get involved,
Yeah. That's where it gotta
once the
stop.
women's get involved, that's where I'm
out.
persecute this nigga to the fullest extent of the law, nigga. Period. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, if I was there and I got the license plate, I'm calling the police. Officer, this the car. Go pick him up. I don't care about no street code. I don't care about I don't care about none of that, bro. I keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying this forever, bro. We have to value life, bro. We have to. And there's people that just don't value life. And those are the people I do not want to associate myself with. I don't want to introduce them to my fucking to the mailman, nigga. I don't want to know these niggas, bruh. I don't want nothing to do with no niggas that don't value life, bruh. That can't see that families get affected by this, lineage is cut off. I can't do that, bruh. So a lot of, I watch all the YouTube speculations and all these channels that are keeping up with the case and shit like that. And that really fucked up my day when I seen that. That really fucked up my day. And I just that ain't nothing about that. What they did was gangster, like
Yeah.
no, none of that, bruh. Some of this op music and shit, some of it's catchy, some of it's cool, but at the end of the day, I'll never promote none of this op music shit. Like, I just can't, because like I value life too much. There's too much I still want to do. And my hope and thought for like mankind is they want to achieve shit too. So they should be here. They should be allowed to be here to do it. And once that opportunity gets taken away from them, that's fucked, bruh. And I just can't stand for it. So again, rest in peace to Lil Ronnie and his daughter. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad the news and all these outlets have been keeping his daughter's name like out of headlines and shit. Cause that yeah. So anyways, yep. You got anything else though?
Oh man, I mean, yeah, that I hate to see shit like that in general. Like that's always a fucking mood killer for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, because anybody that kills a kid too is just like that's just
That's crazy, bro.
yeah, the worst.
And I instantly thought about you and Raiden. Like I thought about how you reading that headline would affect like you and Raiden and Ronan even because you're picking him up now from daycare or whatever. I was just like, bruh, we got kids around this bitch, bruh.
Yeah,
Like, I don't have time or the energy or the will to like actively beef with someone who don't care about their life. I'm trying to take care of my family, bruh. Like, I just can't, I can't condone that, bruh. I can't. That's where I draw the line with a lot of and even they tried to say like we're just talking about like the hypocrisy of it all. Like for I could go on for days, but yeah, it's just not right. Period. Like it's not right. I don't give a fuck. There's no legitimate street code ethic to none of that. So nah. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. But anyways, should I wait until I actually like sign some papers or should I go ahead and announce? I should wait, right? I should wait.
yeah. Not
Okay,
until it's like a done.
Yeah, not until we in there. Not today. Yeah. But okay. So yeah, I ain't got nothing else there.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. So Mickey 17, go see it. Check out the Carti album.
I am the music. Swap Izzo. Hey, let me ask you a question because, right quick, did you care for DJ Drama being on Call Me If You Get Lost?
Did I care?
As far as like, yeah, like a lot of people had issues with like because they don't know about mixtape culture.
No, I loved him.
So a lot
there.
of people, and then Swap Izzo, who is Playboi Carti's DJ,
Yeah.
a lot of people had issues with that, and I'm like, he turned these records up for me.
Yeah, I don't ever care about that kind of stuff at all.
Yeah.
Like, cause yeah, they're doing what they're supposed to, especially like if we're talking about like
holiday
the mixtape
season.
Yeah, if we talk about the era of mixtapes, we used to love. Hey, your wifey's favorite DJ, like fuck your chick,
cuff your chick.
Yeah. Like you know, shit. Like that shit. Like and then Dia Drama just says the most random shit, and you want it on there.
Yeah, what Swamp Izzo did on Evil Jordan is going to go down.
Yeah, like that stuff never bothers me ever.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
I was just curious. Yeah,
no.
I see a lot of people, and his is more like he's really just dropping. There's a couple songs where he was like, they can't keep up with us because we doing what we do. Like there was a couple songs he had the speech, but mostly he's just like Swamp Izzo, like turning that bitch up. Like
yeah,
I need that, bruh. So I was just curious.
And then the drama thing on Tyler's, it was so like such a
Well
weird
played.
mismatch. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah, it was like cool to see.
He wanted to, but Tyler wanted to do it Gangster Grills.
Yeah, exactly. So
So
like,
he brought that back.
yeah,
And I think we need that too.
yeah,
There was a like a Kanye fan page that I follow that one night just randomly just started dropping all the Lucy's, like all the Good Fridays, like all the old Big Sean before he dropped Finally Famous, the mixtapes and shit like that. And I was like, damn, these are songs from like my senior, junior year
yeah.
that I've not heard since
Back
then.
in the gap, yeah.
And I was like, wow, like how far we fucking came, bro. But yeah, next week I would like to talk about Dallas Maverick basketball.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just giving you the heads up what I want to get
Preview.
into.
It sucks.
I want to get into this is March.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dallas Maverick basketball, because some shit just dropped. Stephen A and LeBron James, I think, is a big topic we need to touch on. Pause next week. And because by then it'll officially die down. Because Stephen A's been going on a fucking world tour since it's happened. And nigga went to Fox News talking about this shit, nigga. This shit crazy, bruh. And then Anthony Mackie's the Anthony Mackie controversy with Pivot.
Yeah.
When he spoke about masculinity, and Dochi on the opposite side saying that straight man is a red flag. I want to hit those four topics next week.
Yeah.
I know we like behind, but we still catching up because we took some time off. But now, since the dust will be settled on all four of these topics, we can come with fresh new perspective. Is my opinion on that. So yeah, that's all I got, Playboy.
All right.
In order, factor 75 was factor what?
No, we're done with that. You don't have to promote anymore.
Okay.
It's over.
Promotion's
over.
I'm just playing.
Order what you want.
I ain't gonna lie. The meals are actually like really good.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even capping. Like I'm not even trying to.
We're
not even promoting them no more.
Now, if they spin the block, I will. But that was just that season has ended for now.
Okay.
But
we still got that gang, bro. Dalton 424-53, nigga.
Yeah, if you want them hats, bro.
They're starting to make t-shirts now too.
Yeah, they dipping their toe in.
Yeah. So shout out to Dad Gang, and we out here. And we'll be we'll be right back next week. I was thinking if I would be here or not. No, I'll be here. All right, y'all.
I'm gonna put the scene up. Hold up.